The Bauland construction enterprise was established in 1996, and with its know-how and development policy, it has been committed to environmental protection and energy efficiency from the very start. Bauland is convinced that our future depends on the reduction of energy consumption and the restriction of the amount of pollutant emissions, and for this reason, the company uses innovative EPS concrete systems. In 2006, in order to provide its clients with a better, more efficient service, the company bought a share in the oldest polystyrene factory of Hungary, and due to this, the whole process, including the manufacturing, distribution and construction of the Bausel construction system, is carried out with the same care and high quality. In each and every case, the Bausel energy-conscious construction system is used in the same way as in the case of this building, where Bauland was the general contractor. Construction starts with excavation work. First, the topsoil layer is removed, then the excavation of the basement is carried out. Following this, the layout of the building is pegged out, then the foundations are dug out, which may be continuous, cylinder or plate foundations. If the walling is put in the ground, steel reinforcement is placed in the foundation body, the quantity and quality of this being determined on the basis of calculations, and then the foundation body is filled with concrete of the required quality. The Bausel construction system is a professional range of construction elements made of BASF Neopor expanded polystyrene in such a way that each element mold contains 8 plastic spacers. The molds are injected with expanding polystyrene during a single process, left to rest for 1 hour, and after inspection they are stacked in bales. One packaging unit weighs about 35 kilos, so they are easy to move manually. Buildings of any shape can be constructed using any of the 4 different widths of Bausel energy-conscious construction system element: Start, Basic, Standard and Premium. And the complete system is available for customers, including wall, lintel, crown, raising, angle and end piece elements. The system is completed with the roof and ceiling block elements, which only require additional reinforcement because of the incorporated beams. The first course of the wall needs to be placed on an even, flat, horizontal surface. The first course is started by doing the corners, where thicker insulation is situated on the outside of the building. 90-grade wall joints are simply clicked together, while all other different joints can be connected using angle pieces or by cutting. At the end of the wall, an end piece is used, and an extra piece, cut with a handsaw or cutting machine, may be fitted to it to suit the grid of blocks. Waste remaining after cutting may also be built in. For static reasons, pieces smaller than 50 centimeters can only be used in intermediate wall sections, and elements without a linking piece should never be used. Specially designed wall supports need to be used for the precise construction of the walls. Through the holes in them, they are attached to the walls using clamping units, and they are also attached to the base concrete. When building the walls, ready-mixed concrete should be ordered from an approved concrete manufacturer. Depending on the calculations, the concrete is generally of C12 to 16 or C16 to 16 kk quality. A quick and cost-effective way of filling the concrete into the walls is by using a concrete pump. In the case of the lintel elements, the bottom plate needs to be removed to enable the concrete to spread freely. The lintel element is put in place and reinforced depending on the span and the load. The size and amount of reinforcement depends on the static and reinforcement plan, and calculations need to be based on the net concrete cross-section. When concreting, the bridging elements need to be propped up. crown can be constructed using elements manufactured especially for this purpose. The bow cell construction system can be combined with any traditional floor structure. After constructing the supporting shuttering, traditional monolithic or beam floors can be made with concrete or polystyrene filler pieces. After fitting the reinforcement in accordance with the plans, the floor plate is filled with easily spread fluid concrete, providing continuous vibration. Similarly to the foundations, here it is also essential to make a horizontal and even concrete surface to be able to continue building the walls on the next level. In the case of this house, Bauland had the roof structure manufactured to size in advance, using nail boards. Nail boards are jointing units used in modern roof structures. They are pressed into the wood on two sides to ensure non-destructive joints between the wood beams. One of the advantages of these structures is that they are designed and statically dimensioned by computer, making them material efficient. As the elements are machine manufactured, dimensional accuracy is guaranteed. A further advantage is that the structure is formed by supports of the same type, so it is quick and easy to assemble. On-site construction takes only 2-3 days. The doors and windows can be fitted without any difficulty using sufficiently long bolts. When constructing energy-conscious buildings, special attention needs to be paid to the placement of suitable vapor-transmitting and vapor-tight tape. The electrical cables and piping can also be installed quickly and easily in grooves cut in the internal polystyrene lining using a heat knife. Internal plastering is applied directly onto the internal surface of the polystyrene unit in one work process after surface hardening. First, the surface is hardened with dry-wet plaster base and netting. Then the final surface can be achieved by applying a thin color, finish or stone surfacing. Pictures and other light objects can be fixed to the walls using special bolts without using a drill. You can find out about the experience gained in connection with the system by getting in contact directly with the hundreds of owners whose houses have been built by Bauland. Just think of the huge operation costs over the years of a building with inefficient energy management. It is worth considering and building an energy-conscious or even passive house, if possible.